Okay, it's Frank Robinson Jr. again from Barrie, Ontario. Okay, the other thing about the province of Ontario that I want to talk about is the construction. Why are we building new buildings and tearing down old buildings that are perfectly good? Why? How much of this stuff is feather bedding? It's sweet deals for contractors. And then I hear that they're going to bring in Chinese engineering companies to build new subway lines in Toronto. I'm sorry, how many universities do we have in Ontario producing professional engineers? And you can't use Ontario engineers, you've got to bring them in from China. There's something crooked and corrupt. Something crooked and corrupt that we can't do it here in our own province. And I know there's all these trade deals that say, oh, you have to allow these foreigners to have equal access to your country. They don't give us equal access to their country. These trade deals are sweetheart deals made by corrupt politicians. So I reject them wholeheartedly. I don't want all these foreigners coming in to do the work that people in Ontario who are paying taxes in Ontario, and it's local. What's the point of having these engineering schools if there's no jobs for the kids to come out to because the government's kissed it all goodbye and given it to the foreign powers? The country is so screwed up. It doesn't matter who you elect, they're all corrupt. They've all got to go. The whole system is rotten to the core. The whole queen thing, what the hell do we need a queen for? What the hell do we need a prime minister and a governor general for? It doesn't work. It's broken. No, maybe we need to have direct democracy. We've all got the internet. Why can't we go and vote ourselves? Well, the problem is there's too many idiots around. Everyone knows it. My friend today said, what do you want? Do you want to have like a benevolent dictator? Yes, me. I'll be your benevolent dictator. What am I going to look after? I'm going to look after the people. And anybody that's corrupt, I'm going to have an office that's looking at investigating all the past wrongdoings. And if you were a wrongdoer, you better watch out. You better come forward. We're going to have not an amnesty, but we're going to have basically you come forward and you spill it. You go turn well in the states it's state's evidence, and then you hope for a better deal. You spill the beans on all the crooked shit that you've been up to, and we're going to get to the root of it. And if you were a bank and you lent money to the province and the province blew it, well, I'm sorry, bank, you're not getting your money back. It's risk and return, That's what bankers are in the business of. And if you've lent money to Kathleen Wynne and Dalton McGuinty and all these other idiots that have been in power, so that they can give sweetheart deals to their friends, I'm sorry, we're not paying you back. We're defaulting on your debt. And my friends said today, well, you do that, no one will ever lend you another dime. I'm sorry. The Bank of Canada was invented to lend money to the governments of Canada at zero interest. But it doesn't do that anymore, does it? No, because they run it like it's a corporate bank. Why? So the corporate banks can all make all the money. It's corrupt to the root of it all. My friend says money doesn't grow on trees. If you look into it, fractional reserve system, money grows on trees if you're a banker. A fractional reserve bank, if they've got $3 in their bank account, they can lend out $100 to you. $3 on hand and they lend out $100. So what does that mean? They created $97 out of thin air. Yes, my friend, money grows on trees if you're a bank. I mean, they don't teach this stuff. They don't teach this to the common people, and they think, your Canadian dollar is backed by gold and silver, bullion like Fort Knox in the States. No, it's not. The Bank of Canada sold all their gold. There's no gold backing that. So what's backing it? The taxpayers of Canada. Somehow it's always the taxpayers of Canada. So what's going to happen? They're going to sell off the whole country to China because China's got all this Canadian money. Because under Brian Mulroney, the conservative, the progressive conservative, they made all these trade deals. So all the jobs of all the manufacturing that used to be done in Canada is now made in China, and has been for so long. We've been buying shitty products from the Far East. It's all shit. My cell phone that's just over a year old, now the plug-in for it won't work anymore. It won't plug in. Just over a year old. Made in the Far East. It's garbage junk. And it was like $800. Buy it on time. These trade deals have been bad for Canada. And Trump said they were bad for America. They were bad for Canada. Bad, bad, bad deals. Who got rich on it? The Chinese. And how did they get it? Well, our corrupt politicians. So our political system put us in this mess. It's got to go. No more queen, no more prime minister, no more parliamentary government, no more provincial premiers, no more representative democracy, no more running the whole government based upon 38% of the vote. No, no more. It's all going down the toilet. Banks, sorry, you invested in corrupt politicians, so you're not getting your money back because we ain't paying it. We're going on strike. How are we going to get our oil? Plenty of oil in Alberta. We're going to nationalize it. What does that mean? We're going to kick out all the multinationals. And they're going to take all their capital with them. No, they're not. We're going to bring out the army, and we're going to go and run it our own way. It's fascist. Yes, it's fascist. I'm going to be a benevolent dictator, and I'm going to use fascism, which is nationalizing everything. Not socialism. Where's the profits going to go to? To the people. All the money's going to be run back to the state. Fascism. Pierre Trudeau, during the War Measures Act and the FLQ crisis, the journalist said, well, what are you going to do next? And Trudeau looked at them and said, just watch me. You don't think fascism will work? You look at your history books. It works. What doesn't work? Well, I mean, they brought a lot of racism into it. You don't need that. But, are we going to confiscate everybody's land? Yes. We're going to confiscate all your land. And then what? We're going to reallocate it, like they did in Zimbabwe. We're going to give all the farmland to people that don't know how to farm. What else are we going to do? We're going to plant palm trees in Manitoba. Because we need coconuts. I mean, seriously, we're not going to do stupid things. But, why is it that all of our produce comes from Mexico or Chile in the wintertime? The technology to build greenhouses has been here for decades and decades and decades. Why don't we have huge greenhouses in Canada we can power them up. We've got plenty of different ways of powering them up. We can grow our own food here. Someone will say it's cheaper to bring it from the States or Mexico. Yeah, but it's not in our country. And they can hold us over a barrel. You see it with these trade disputes. We don't need to rely on free trade with these other countries. They say it's cheaper. No, it's not. It sounds cheap on paper because it's free, but it's never free. It always comes with a price. The price is we don't have jobs here for the people, for the young people. There's no jobs here. And they make the stuff, garbage stuff, Everyone knows that the fridges and stove that come over from Korea or China are crap. And the ones that were made in Ontario and Hamilton lasted a long time. It's just example after example of shoddy workmanship that comes from that's not in our own country. And we have no control over it. And the food, God only knows what they spray on the food in these foreign countries. And then it comes here. No one trusts the government to inspect it. People get sick and they don't know why. You grow it in your own local community. We got all kinds of land. Put up greenhouses, vast greenhouses. Why doesn't it happen? It's because the big multinationals don't want it to happen. They want everyone to be working for 25 cents an hour like they do in some of these other countries. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to reduce your wages. And they put the price of everything up high, high, high. They're greedy buggers. What are we going to do in Canada? We're going to arrest them all. The moment they come in here and they say, we're taking our plant, we're going to arrest you. Or your managers, they say, well, we're taking it out. No. We're sending in the army. And we're going to go and we're going to have a militia. Every town and city is going to have a militia. And we're going to arm them to the teeth. And somebody says, we're going to take this stuff out in the middle of the night. No. No, we're going to have the militia guarding. No. It's ours. We're going to turn the country around. We're going to put people back to work. We're going to look after the old people. And the people that look after the old people are going to be looked after. It's not going to be pay them poverty wages and make them work triple shifts in order to look after the old people. It's very difficult to look after old people. The people that got dementia. It's understaffed. Everyone knows it's understaffed and underpaid. It's going to change. The old people are going to get what they need. There's a lot of people out there, they say, I see young people out there drunk all the time. It's because they got no opportunities, because all the opportunities were shipped overseas. And the opportunities that they have, making pizzas or something, I'm sorry, you cannot afford to live in Toronto on a pizza man's wage. Everything's going to change. How are we going to house all these people? We're not going to bring any more immigrants in. This open immigrant policy, Trump is right. We don't have room for more people. We don't have room for the people that are here. The people that are here first are going to be looked after. Sorry, I don't care about the rest of the world. You figure it out over there. It's not my issue. I am going to be the benevolent dictator of Canada and work for Canadians. Our country has gone down the toilet because there's been too much gifts to foreign powers. What are we going to start doing? Sending welfare checks to Alpha Centauri, some other star system, because they've screwed up over there? No. Charity begins at home. This is our country, and we're going to look after the people here first. We got lots of smart brains. We're going to put them to work. And if people figure, well, I can't become, a bazillionaire here, fuck off. I don't want you. Either you're going to work for the community or you're going to fuck off somewhere else. I'm a hard-nosed bastard. You either work with us or you're not with us and you're out the door. No more sweetheart deals where it's all about you. No more huge salaries for psychiatrists. No more snowboard instructors for Prime Minister. No more building the shit that we don't need and tearing down perfectly good stuff. No more shitty highways that, need repaving after 2 years. That's what it is. You look at the province, it's like the streets are falling apart. They're falling apart. It's garbage construction, and everyone knows they pay premium prices. It's not engineered properly, and they get away with it because no one is holding them to account. It's going to change. It's going to change. because we're going to hold you to account. You got a shitty reputation. I'm sorry, you're not getting the contract. We'll find the right guys that can do the job, the right women that can do the job. We can find them. We're not going to hire the same old shitty people. We know who did the shitty job. We're going to take your shit. You got rich on us? You think that's going to happen? No. You built shitty highways and you can't afford to redo it on your own? You want more money? No. We're taking all your plant. We're taking it. Nationalizing it. You fucked up? Too bad. It's ours now. It's our highway. You stuck us with a shitty highway? Too bad. Oh, let's see what else you... Oh, you got huge land holdings. You own all this real estate. All these yachts and things. Vast investment. Sorry, we're taking it back. You stole it from us because you fucked us. I'm very hard-nosed. I don't like being fucked over. And I don't like my country being fucked over. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of seeing it, turning on the news and wanting to puke. I'm sick of it. And I know there's a hell of a lot of people that feel like me. We're sick of it. And there's nobody standing up for Canada anymore. It seems like everyone says, there's nothing I can do. Yes, there is. What are we going to do? We're just going to take power. It's our power. Power to the people. Illuminati style. Live from Barrie, Ontario. It's Saturday Night Live.